Good morning, everyone. Welcome to What's Up Wednesday. My name is Erin, and today we're going to be going over squeeze pages. So I'm going to show you landing pages and kind of how all the landing pages work and how you guys can set those up and utilize them with the best practices. So we'll be going over that today. I'm just going to walk you through basically all the different tools and things that you can do to set them up. So if at any time you have questions, just let me know. We can go through that. Couple of announcements. We are finishing up our Zapier integration. So right now, again, as I mentioned last week, we're doing some beta testing. So we're going through in testing phases and all of that. If any of you would like to volunteer and help us with the testing, feel free to send me an email. My email is Erin, ERIN, at agentmarketing.com. We need about 10 people to do testing, so if you'd like to join in on that, we would love to have your help getting that done. Basically, what Zapier is going to do is it's going to connect to any outside CRM. So for instance, if you're using like LionDesk or if you're using Cloud CMA, any of those different or not Cloud CMA, if you're using Salesforce, any of those types of CRMs, you'll be able to have them sync up with agent marketing. So if you have leads come in, anything like that, then they'll automatically go over to your LionDesk account and all of that. So we just have to test this out. So again, if you're interested in doing the testing and kind of the beta testing with us, let me know. Send me an email as quickly as possible because we're looking to get this done. The sooner we can get this done, the faster we can have this out for you guys. So super, super, super excited about that. A couple other things we're working on. As I had mentioned a while back, Emily's in the process of redoing the agent marketing main page. So when you go to agentmarketing.com where you go to log in and everything, she's making that look super, super pretty, way better. So we're working on that. I don't have a rollout date for that, but when you guys come into agent marketing and if you see it looks a little bit different, don't be alarmed. We're just making things look prettier. So we have that. And then other than that, we're just working on some other stuff. As I know more, I will definitely let you know. I don't really have any details right now. They just tell me a little bit and then, and then I relay it on to you. So for that, we can go ahead and get started. So with agent marketing, you have a bunch of different lead generation tools. One of the big ones that you can utilize are squeeze pages. With the squeeze pages, these are great because this is going to be a good lead capture option for you to use for Facebook advertising or if you do any type of real estate ads. These are going to be those important websites and things that you can choose to utilize. So that's why I love, love, love these squeeze pages because a lot of you love to do Facebook advertising. I hear from you all the time that these work great for those Facebook ads. You can post them on social media. You can put them on the Facebook ads if you want to do Twitter posts, if you want to do anything like that. The more places you get these landing pages out, the better because then you've got some good lead generation from those. So what I'm going to do is I have a couple different places I'm going to take you. The first place is we're going to go to the personal tab. I'm going to show you a CMA generated landing page that you can use. And then I'll take you into the actual squeeze pages that you can also use for lead generation as well. So we're going to start by going to the personal tab over to the left-hand side. You're going to go to personal websites. Now over here, you'll see to the right-hand side, it says pre-built sites, and then you'll see that there's 3 different URLs. You have your, and it's always going to resort to your login. So you'll have your login.marketinganalysis.report. You'll have your login.neighborhood.report, login.cmareport.info. All 3 of these websites are going to be the exact same website, except they're just going to have a different URL. So you can choose to use any one of these 3. Again, all 3 are going to be the same exact functionality, same exact website. It's just your preference on which URL you want to use. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to click on the cmareport.info. That one's my favorite URL. I would say that's probably the most popular one that we have available, but it's totally up to you. You can use any one of those 3. Now, the great thing with this is it says, do you know the value of your home? Take 30 seconds and find out. So from here, what can happen is the consumer can go through and they can fill out their information. So if I'm going to, for instance, I'm just going to test it out and show you what it looks like. So I'm going to just put our office address in here. I'm going to hit submit. Now at this time, what it's going to do is it's going to pull up the map of that address and where the location is. So here, they're going to go ahead and they're going to put in their email address. So I'm going to go ahead and hit submit and put my email address in here. Now, the great thing is at that point, once they submit their email address, you get a lead right away. So you're going to get a text message and an email, or however you have your notification set up, you're going to get notified instantly. Now, you may get a second lead from the exact same information if they go through and they fill this out. So if they go through and they fill this information out, we'll just put some fake info in here, testing this out. So they can put, tell me more about, it says tell me more about your home. So they can put 3-bedroom, 2-bath, ocean view, however they want to do it. Once that's all filled out, they can hit submit again. And then again, you get that lead right away. So you're going to get 2 notifications if they fully fill this out. If they don't do the second part and put their name and their phone number in there, you still have their email captured, which is awesome. So it's kind of a 2-step process, but at least you're able to get their email address, and then from there you can reach out to them more. At the end, once they fill this out, it will say, thank you for your inquiry. We'll be sure to reach out to you as soon as possible. So now from here, that's done. You've gotten the leads. You can use this. There's an option to add this onto your personal website. You can take this website alone and you can add this onto Facebook ads if you want to add it onto social media. Anywhere you want to put this, you can. The more places you put this out, the better, because you're going to get more leads generated from this. So again, social media is good. Add it onto your Pearl if you're doing, maybe you want to do some email marketing or some campaign marketing to get some CMAs generated. You could use this too. So this is so good. You can use this, again, for just about anything you want. To find this, you can find it under your personal tab and then personal websites. And then you'll see over to the right, there's a pre-built site. Now, the next spot we're going to go to is we're going to go to our leads tab, and then we're going to go down to squeeze pages. Now, we call them squeeze pages, but they're landing pages. So we just like to call them squeeze pages because then you can squeeze the information out of the consumer, and then we send it to you as a lead. So you're squeezing all their information, their email, their phone number, all of that. And then from there, we go through and we capture their info and send it to you as the lead. So the great thing with this is you can go through, you can click on the Add New button here. When you click on Add New, what it does is it gives you a bunch of different templates you can choose from on these different squeeze pages. Now, the great thing is you can go through and you can add in as many squeeze pages as you want. So we want you to succeed with these. We want you to get some great leads from these. So all the different options that you can do through this are so cool. So what I personally think, but at least from what I've heard for some feedback that I've gotten back from different people, the IDX one is probably the most popular just because you can get some really good IDX information. And then you also have the general purpose, which is one of my favorites. And the reason why I like the general purpose is because you can go through and you can really customize this. So the one that it's kind of defaulting to, it says the 5 powerful buying strategies to save you thousands. You can change all of this content on this one, and you can customize it to say 5 reasons to buy with me or 5 reasons to sell with me. And then you could list 5 different bullet points as to why they should work with you. Sky's the limit on the general purpose. You can go through and change the information. That's the same with the get information too. All these fields here are going to be customizable, so you can change out all the content on those pages. So I'm going to show you how to set up the IDX search. So with this, you're going to go through and you're going to select your one that you want. So we're going to go ahead and hit next step. Now, when you hit next step, what it's going to do is it's going to take you into your page controls and your lead processing, all of that. Now, your page key and your page domain, that's going to be the actual URL, your website for the actual landing page or squeeze page. So you can do something like if you want to do maybe area specific, if you're going to do IDX, so you could do like Aliso Viejo, or you could do like if I wanted to, maybe I'm going to do Mission, I'll do Laguna Niguel because I already have a Aliso one in here. So I'm going to do Laguna Niguel. And then I can do area search, or there's this drop down of all of these different options. So I'm going to just do areahomesearch.org. I'll keep that one. So my URL is going to be lagunaniguel.areahomesearch.org. So now that I have that portion filled out, what I can do is I can do the lead processing. Now, when we're done here, I'll show you a little bit about the lead processing and how that works. We'll go through and I'll show you how to set up your notifications. I probably should have covered that first, but we'll go through and set that up too, because I forgot to show you how that works. Now, the optional controls, the meta title and the meta description, these are going to be SEO features. Now, you can leave these blank and we'll autofill these in for you, or if you really know how to do the meta title and the meta description, you can add in those different fields here. We give you those features if you want to, so you can choose to go through and get those set up. And then the forwards to, this is a cool feature that I love. Now, forwards to means that if you want it to, once they fill out their information, if you want it to go to another website. So for instance, if they fill out their lead information and they want, and then they hit the save button, instead of them just staying on your squeeze page, have them forward to your personal website. So then they can search for properties on your home, or maybe your website that has the listings that are available right now. So you can have it forward to another website. So you could put your URL for your actual website. Or if once they fill it out, you just want them to stay here, that's totally fine too. That works as well. Now for the IDX setup, this one, the IDX setup for the Pearl or for this squeeze page is going to be the only one that you have available for this. With the other squeeze pages, you won't have this option. And the reason why I say that is because this squeeze page is for IDX only. So what you can do is you can enter in your zip codes. So I can do the different zip codes if I want to. You'll see here it says 1 zip code per line. So if you're going to be adding in more, just make sure you hit the enter button so it goes through and it separates them out. So you can go through and enter in, and then if you want to have a thank you text, so you could say thank you for stopping by. I will be in contact shortly. So you can put whatever you want, and then you could even do like thanks, and then put your name on there, however you want to have that thank you text on there. And I'll show you what that looks like when it's done. And then if you have any tracking like Google Analytics or anything like that, you can put that HTML code in here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. So it says, we're sorry, that key is in use. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put an X here so we can move forward and you guys can get the point of this. All right, so I have my squeeze page set up now. So the cool thing is what I can do is if I want to change the design, I can click on edit. So I'm going to hit edit here. So what I can do, we're going to go ahead and get rid of this here. So what I can do is I can change out the text. So if I want something different here, you'll see if you click on it, you can change out this text. So if I want it to say something different, which I like this, you deserve a change of scenery. I love that. So you can leave that as is if you want to. You have your button style. So if you want to do, it says search new homes, but if you want to do something different, you can put that there. Maybe your colors, you want to do more of a red color versus the blue. So you can switch out the colors. You can switch out the text color. So if you wanted to do a different color, you can change that out. That looks really ugly because it's so bright and different, but you get the point. You can go through and change out the colors and stuff like that. The text settings, so this is going to be your background color for the text. So if you wanted to switch out the text color, you can go through and do that. So let's see, it should pop through. There we go. So you have a little background color on the text. So if you want to have it populate with that little box, if you want it to kind of be faded, you can choose to do that. So those are going to be your options that you can choose to do. So we have that. I'll just leave that as is. Now your background image for this one, you can go through and you can change it out. So maybe you're in the city and you want to do this, or maybe you live more, you want to do more of like this style of background. So you can choose to do different. And then you also have a video background option. So if you want to have a video populate instead, you can do that too. And then you even have a custom background option. So if you upload the image to your file locker, you can have your URL in there and you can have whatever image you want on here as well. So you have a lot of flexibility for the different changes and things that you want that you can do and have available for you. So once you have that all set up, you can go ahead and hit save, and then you're all set with your design changes. Now you have your options. So if you click on options, what it will do is it will take you back into those changes that you initially had made. So if you need to go back and change the options, you'll just click here on options. You have your stats that you can click on, and then there's a couple widget options if you need. And then if you need to delete the squeeze page, so for instance, like if you don't need this anymore, you can hit yes, delete. To view it, all you would do is you click on the little name, and then it will pop up with this landing page. So to kind of take you through the process, you'll see that they can choose their area. So if they want homes in Aliso and Laguna Niguel, maybe they want just Laguna Niguel. So you can choose to do Laguna Niguel. Sorry, my computer is being super slow for me. There we go. All right, so then you can go through, they can choose if they want to do residential, multifamily, anything like that. They can choose their bedroom, bath, all of that. So basically what we're doing is we're narrowing down their information, and we're going to find a match for all their different homes that they want. So you can see that that kind of takes through all of those. You can continue to final step, which is now going to add in the option where they can fill out their information. Now you'll see here, this is something new, and I wanted to wait until we got to the squeeze pages to announce this, but we do have now continue with Facebook. So what will happen here if they choose to continue with Facebook is it will pull in their Facebook information on here. Now it will pull in their name and their email. They'll still have to enter in their phone number because unfortunately Facebook doesn't send us their phone number. Not all people have their phone numbers on their Facebook account, and I think that becomes private information at that point. But what they can do is they continue to log in with Facebook, and then it will fill this out for them. So this is huge. So we just released this week. So on all of the squeeze pages now, there's that continue with Facebook option. And then they'll fill out the security information, click see results, and then it's going to notify you that they filled this out. So then at that point, you can reach out to them right away with their searches and all of that. So there's a bunch of different squeeze pages to choose from. I highly recommend coming in here and creating a couple, play around with them, see if it's something that you are really interested in using. I definitely recommend using the squeeze pages just because they are great lead generation tools. Again, going back to the social media platform, you can post on social with these. You can do Facebook ads. I mean, sky's the limit on what you can do with these different options. So, and then the last thing I wanted to mention to you is setting up your notifications. When you go to the edit pencil here in the top left-hand corner where your picture icon is, when you click on edit, you're going to go to notifications. This is how you go through and you set up how you get notified of any of those leads. So I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but make sure you're going through and setting this up. We want to make sure that you're getting notified of all of your different leads coming in. So you'll want to make sure that you're going through and setting all of this up and getting this going. This is super, super, super important. So you can choose to have us send you an email or a text message, or you can do both. So you can choose to do one or the other. You can do both. I love this notify another email because if you have an assistant working with you or anything like that, then you can choose to do notify another email and have that info populate on there. And then there was one last thing too. You have your clients, they'll automatically add to your lead management system. So you'll be able to go to your leads tab and click on clients, and then you can see them listed here. So you'll always see your clients from the lead generation under your leads tab, and then under clients, you'll be able to see that information. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up for questions now. So let's see what kind of questions we have here. Sorry, let me just pull up my question box. All right. Wow, you guys got lots of questions. I love this. All right. So Kurt, with our Zapier integration, you'll be able to sync up with any type of CRMs. Right now, you can currently sync up with Top Producer, and you can do that by going to your edit and then clicking on notifications down at the bottom. In the text portion, instead of a free range typing, can you put in a drop-down menu? Susan, I'm not sure I understand. Do I need to copy the URL? So yeah, you would just copy the URL for the squeeze page or whichever landing page you want to use, and then you can post it onto social media. If you go to, what I'll do as well, we have a pretty cool strategy for posting to social for Facebook ads. I'm going to post this in the question box right now, and then I'm also going to post it in the chat box. So you guys have this. Let me go to chat. All right, so I posted it in the chat box, and then I'm going to put this into, sorry, the questions are coming through. All right, and then I just posted it as well into the question box, so you should see that URL. The great thing with this is this will walk you through setting up a Facebook ad, so you can use this as a guide too. So if you want to do the Facebook ads, you can do that as well. Can we use our personal domain for the pages? Yes, you can. What you can do is if you go to your personal tab and click on domain management, you can add it in and then it will give you an option to assign it to the Squeeze pages. So yes, you can use your own domain. Do you have a video to use? I'm not sure I understand, Alexandra. Facebook integration. I know this is so awesome. You guys have been asking for that for so long, so I'm so glad you guys are excited about that. Let's see. To use the IDX Squeeze page, you don't have to be using our IDX functionality. You do not have to do that. You can use the Squeeze page for the IDX. Just keep in mind, it does not, oh, you were talking about the forwarding. So yeah, if you want to go to another website and have it forward to the IDX, that's fine. You don't have to use our IDX in order to use that. You can have your own domain on the Squeeze pages. Can you upload a Excel spreadsheet on the leads? Yes. So if you go to your leads, you'll see that there's an import button. It does have to be on a CSV file. So as long as you have it as a CSV file, you'll see that there's this import button. So you can choose to do that. On the notifications, what is the auto drip? So basically, if somebody fills out a lead capture form, you can put them on an auto drip. So as soon as they fill it out, then it would put them on those email drip campaigns that you've created. Yes, you can add in Facebook pixels to where that HTML tracking code goes. Sorry, just trying to read through these here. Is there a way to add an image to the free form on the Squeeze page? Yes, you can do so. You would need to add the image into your file locker, which if you go to your dashboard, you can go to file locker here at the top, and then you can add in your image. If you need help, feel free to call into our support team and they can walk you through doing that. Do we physically have to send them property listings, or does the IDX Squeeze page give them a list of properties? So what we do is we capture the information that they're looking for, we send it to you, and then from there, you would be responsible for sending them the information. So we just get an idea of what they're looking for, and then at that point, you can go from there. If you are, let's see, Paul, you said you're looking to start from scratch. What I would recommend doing is going to your dashboard tab, and then you'll see here it says, welcome to Agent Marketing. Here are some steps to help you get started. The checklist is going to be a good option. There's videos that go parallel with that. And then you can also go down to the What's Up Wednesday channel, and then you'll see there's this little Missed It button. You can see all of the past recordings for What's Up Wednesday as well. All right, guys, I got time for a couple more questions here. Can I post a video to the homepage on my website? Yes, you can. You would have to have the embed code in order to do so. If you need help with that, I would suggest calling into our support team, but you can go to your personal tab and personal websites. When you go to options, there will be an option there to add in a video for the homepage. Is the lead manager the same as other CRMs? No, it's a little different. The lead manager is basically a way for you to stay in front of your clients. It's not as in depth as a normal CRM would be. Like for instance, if you're using LionDesk, you have a lot more bells and whistles. With our lead management system, what it does is it allows you to stay in front of your clients, add notes and stuff like that. But if you want to do more in depth, then you would want to possibly go with a different, like a CRM versus our lead manager system. Let's see. All right, guys. So that is it for questions. Next week, we're going to go through, I'm going to show you how to set up the flip shows and the listing presentations. So you guys can go through and use those. So if you're interested in attending, be sure to register. If you're already registered, which you guys should be because you're all on the call today, so that was a silly thing to say. So if you're interested in attending, be sure to attend next week. This is recorded. I will have it up on the YouTube channel here in just a few minutes. Once it's done converting over, I'll be able to add it in, and then you'll be able to watch the replay here under Missed It. If you guys think of any questions, feel free to call our support hotline number. You'll see the number here at the top of our website. You'll also see the little chat feature down here, so feel free to chat with us as well. We're always here to help. So that's it. Thank you guys so much. Have a great Love Day tomorrow. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all next week for the flip shows and listing presentation. Thanks, everyone.